If my arm is inside this elbow on his bicep, this is called inside bicep control. It's a very, very good position because one, I can stop him. You want to come closer and to me, it's really hard. If he wants to punch me, it's hard. If he wants to tackle my leg, right? I'm making everything difficult for him, and if he really commits to it, if he, then I could do a rollback, lead him off balance, right? If he punches me, right, I could lead that forward and down, make him go off balance. That's kind of like a commencement. So I have a lot of control over his balance and posture while limiting his options for effective attack. So someone may want to take that position against you. So we're going to do single whip here, like that. Okay. I'm going to first yield back, and I'm going to begin a circle. So see, like this. Hit.
Oh.
Break.
Oh.
Hit.
Oh my God.
All right, thanks for helping me. Someone had a question is, how do you apply Tai Chi single whip as a strike, as a hit? Because last time we showed it as a takedown, right? Okay, so you could do it as a strike, and we'll look at how that's done. So we're going to do it against a inside bicep control, which means if we're in up close distance, if my arm is inside this elbow on his bicep, this is called inside bicep control. It's a very, very good position because one, I can stop him. You want to come closer and to me, it's really hard. If he wants to punch me, it's hard. If he wants to tackle my leg, right? I'm making everything difficult for him, and if he really commits to it, if he, then I could do a rollback, lead him off balance, right? If he punches me, right, I could lead that forward and down, make him go off balance. That's kind of like a commencement. So I have a lot of control over his balance and posture while limiting his options for effective attack. So someone may want to take that position against you. So you've taken that position against me, right, on the inside like this. Okay, let's mirror so they can see better. So what I want to do is disengage from this. So he's holding on, I can't go forward, grab onto me a little bit, so I cannot separate easily. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do let go a second. We're going to do single whip here, like that. Okay, so I'm going to first yield back, and I'm going to begin a circle. So see, like this. Hit.
Oh.
Break.
Oh.
Hit.
Oh my God. Oh yeah,
you
arm
were not
wrench.
forewarned now what would happen.
No.
Okay, let's do it in slow motion. Put your right foot forward so it's easier for them to see. Okay, and so he's coming here and here. I'm going to circle, and then pull out to here, and then strike with my elbow in one hit. I'm going to do a second strike here, and then finally a third hit or knockdown type of technique. So then what we have is we have here, hit, like that. Whether you do Yang styles hit, in which the hand's more this way, or Chen styles hit, in which the hand's more here, but basically you're doing a cow. Okay, one more time. So you're grabbing on here. Well, move this leg back with it so that we can see. So you're gonna go roll here, and then bam, this one hit. Two, right? And this really uproots you off balance, and then finally you take it like that. Does that make sense? Does that remind you of your single whip?
Yeah, it does.
All right, very cool. So this is how you would do it as a strike. Someone also asked, how do you do it against a strike? I just don't advise that very much. If you have a fast punch, right? You do a fast punch. I didn't get it. See, like it's really, really hard. Someone with a fast punch. So someone who's got a well-trained quick punch, you're better off just blocking the punch or parrying the punch or evading the punch. Because our body is wired to go forward this direction faster than we are in doing this direction. So the odds are in their favor to get that punch and pull back than for you to grab the air, punch out of the air. Especially if you're like sweaty and that kind of situation in the fight. So it's hard to do it against a punch. What you might be able to do sometimes is like if you know this punch is coming, you might be able to get out of the way, right? And this becomes a hook. So this is kind of the block, and then you might be able to hit like that. Maybe. I'm not sure I want to bet my money and my health on that. But it is very, very effective against someone who wants to take an inside bicep control, or if they grab my wrist, if they are going to pull me into a certain situation. So you grab my wrist, we might be able to come here, boom, 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 like that. So against a hand grab, but really it's great against this. See? Ooh. Make sense?
Yes.
Any questions?
So it looks at that elbow, of course, an attack. It sets the stage for the off balancing.
Yeah, the elbow sets up the stage for off balancing. So you have the pow, and then you have a lift, which uproots them, and by then their mobility is compromised, and you'll be able to place your foot behind theirs, and there's a final knockdown.
So it looks like you can launch me with that elbow, and naturally, someone who gets hit, they're probably gonna try to get free, but then now you're like, nope, here you brought them back.
Yes.
Elbow break.
Yes.
And then now I'm like messed up here.
Messed up there.
And then you've broken my balance.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, what tends to happen is when you feel the elbow pressure, you'll either
naturally go up.
Yeah, you'll either go up or you'll go this way. But bring you more into position for me. If you go up, that's good too. Then I could block off your back leg.
Oh shoot! Oh,
bam!
oh. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of fight science was built into the techniques by the originators, the creators of these techniques way back then.
Yeah, because if I was planted, those moves are difficult.
Yeah,
right.
I'm not going to knock you down like this. That's not going to work. Yeah, but when you take their balance, right, hit them, threaten the elbow, uproot them, then you can really get all of that to work nicely.
Yeah, it feels terrifying. You're
terrifying.
being like spat into a washing machine and then spat out.
Machine. Yeah. Yep, that's Tai Chi, washing machine. Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.